Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Today I thought we would just get ready together. I don't know if I've done one of these on my channel, but I just want to go through my everyday makeup routine. I do work from home, so I don't have to put on makeup. I could literally work in my pajamas if I wanted, but something that I've learned through COVID and working from home is that getting ready makes me feel better, makes me feel ready for the day, makes like my brain like, oh, we need to get to work. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just wanted to share with you guys my everyday makeup routine, makeup that I'm currently using every day, and loving. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get ready. I don't know how some people do it. I always have to put my hair up when I do my makeup because I feel like I always get makeup in my hair when I don't. Feel like I love the color of this top, but sometimes like I feel like the straps are a little funky, but I think it's cute. It's cute for summer. But let's get ready together. I'm just gonna do like an everyday makeup routine because I feel like I haven't done one of these, I don't think. But I work from home and I just thought I would show you what I use on a daily basis as of right now. So yes, I do work from home, but I still go in with SPF every single day. I mean, sometimes Gary and I do go on walks and stuff, but I just know the importance of SPF and protecting your skin, especially on your face. So always go in with a good SPF. And this is the one I've been using and loving. It's the e.l.f. Well Glow. Love it. Like, I love the way, like, it just gives your face just a sheen. And usually I don't go in with a primer, but if I do, it's usually like I've been using this Refi primer. Honestly, it's really good. It's really nice. It feels like a nice moisturizer, so I don't think the face roller thing is really necessary. But ever since I did that video on like influencers maybe buy it, I've been using it and really liking it. So let's go in with that. So I put it on a little bit and then I kind of go and rub it in just because I feel like I can't get that roller like on my nose without feeling weird, so I'm like kind of gotta go in with my fingers anyway. So that's usually my base, like the Refi primer, Refi, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, and then the e.l.f. Well Glow, that's been my go-to. And then I always go, I don't know, I'm weird and I always go in with concealer before foundation. I haven't always, but ever since I started doing it, I just can't stop. I don't know. I've also been using this Flower Beauty, what is it called? Bright Eyed Under Eye Corrector. So like I'll just go in. I shared this in one of my vlogs because I forgot to use this in that last video where like influencers maybe buy it. But I'll just go in literally like that. Just rub it on both sides. And it really helps like the darkness under my eyes. And then I've been still using the Catrice True Skin Concealer. Then I just go in with this. And I've learned less is more because I feel like when I go in with a lot or like go in like under my eyes like with a complete swipe, it tends to crease really bad. And I always have creasing in concealer. Like, I don't know if it's just my under eyes or what, but it always creases for me. So when concealers say they're creaseless, I'm always like, I feel like before setting, they're always creased. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And I always go in, like, clearly, this is well loved. This is the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I feel like I hear nobody talk about this, but I literally use it every single day. Absolutely love it. Like, I am somebody who likes a high coverage concealer, so, like, this Catrice True Skin is perfect. I also love the Tarte Ultra Creamy. I have the little mini size of that. Also like the Maybelline. Yeah, I think this is Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Also super good. So I always go in with those, one of those, because obviously, again, they're a little bit more high coverage. And then I go in with a lighter coverage foundation or moisturizer or CC cream or BB cream, whatever, because I feel like I just don't, for every day, I don't need super high coverage. Like, if I'm going to an event like a wedding or I have wedding stuff coming up, so like my bachelorette, my bridal shower, like I'll probably wear more full coverage for that, but for every day, I'm like, it feels too heavy to me sometimes, and I have dry skin, so sometimes like the like full coverage can make my skin look drier, and I'm not for that. So been really loving this. Again, I never have heard anybody talk about it, and I just tried it on a whim one time, and this is like my second tube of it, and this is almost gone. So I'm gonna be sad when it goes out, when I'm out of it again. and then I always go in with my cream products. So I have been using a couple different things. You know, since starting this channel, I've been trying out more makeup, so I kind of interchange a few things that I've been doing. But I did this combination yesterday and really, really liked it, so I'm going to do it again today. So I have been loving the dipstick, but something, to be honest with you, I feel like every time I blend out the bronzer or the contour shade, I think it could be either or, but this one's pretty warm, so I like to say it's more of a bronzer shade for me. But anytime I blend it out, I feel like it kind of blends away. Maybe I'm just not using enough product, but I feel like I've used quite a bit. Like, can you see? Like, there's a dent in there. But I do really enjoy the smell. It's like this nice, sweet vanilla smell. But if you have any, like, issues with fragrance, I would stay away from it. So, been really enjoying this. I just feel like I have to use a lot for it to show up on my skin, or not blend away, if that makes sense. But the combination I did yesterday is this Milani Cheek Kiss cream bronzer. I really, really like this. Like, I put it on and I feel so bronzed. It adds a lot of color, like the color I need. And then I'm still really enjoying this camo liquid blush from e.l.f. This is the shade Peach Perfect. I think peach bronzers. I think peach blushes look really good on me, so that's usually the color I tend to go for. But I usually just go in with my Real Techniques brush and place this where I want it. So I usually just go in like that, and then I'll take a fluffier brush and just blend it out. I usually start underneath my chin because I want that the most blended. Don't want to look like I have some weird lines on my chin. Like, do you see how well this blends? Like, I know I did this in, I think, the influencer video, but like, it just blends so well. And I feel like, do you see? Like, it's still there, blended, like, looks really good, at least in my opinion. Ugh. See, I put my hair up and I'm still getting my hair in my stuff. Like, see, it looks so good. I really have been enjoying this Milani bronzer. Like, I feel like it's worth the hype. Like, I know a lot of, like, influencers and people on YouTube have been talking about it, but it's for good reason. So then I just go ahead and go in with this e.l.f. I feel like you do have to work pretty fast because it does dry down pretty fast. So I usually just go in with a couple of dots and then blend it out with my brush. Oh, the color is so pretty. And like, it always looks super intense when you first apply it, but when you go in with powder, it will like tone it down a little bit. So it always looks crazy at first, I promise. But I'll go in with powder and blend it out with my sponge and stuff, and it'll tone it down a little bit. So then I always go in with powder. Let me find my powder brush. This is the one I've been using under my under eyes. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is 100 translucent. I just take a little brush here. And tip, if you don't know this already, when you're going to set your concealer, like, okay, so like obviously you saw I did bronzer and blush and all of the things. So if you can tell, let's see if I can... I don't know if you can see that, but like my concealer always sets. It sets in my fine lines. Like I just have them. Everybody has them. If you don't, like, you're very lucky. But I will go in with my sponge, set out those creases so they're no longer there, and then go in with my brush and set it, because you don't want to be setting the creases that are already there, so you want to blend them out and then set your under eye, if that makes sense. So pat, 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 it's all smooth, go in with my brush. So I usually just do my under eyes with that, and then I go in with this Laura Mercier Celestial Light. I love this stuff. Like, I love the Laura Mercier just translucent setting powder, and then when they came out with the like glowy version of it, I was like immediately yes. And I use it all the time. And when I run out, I do have an e.l.f. version of it, I believe, somewhere. Oh, right here. This Halo Glow setting powder, and I do really like that too, but I haven't used it in a long time because I've just been using Laura Mercier one. This is one product that if you know, have a gift card to Sephora or whatever, highly recommend the Laura Mercier powders. Like, they're so good and they are worth the hype in my opinion. I just don't like the like glowy underneath my under eyes, so that's why I go in with 2 different powders. Seeing that like blush really blended out with that powder on top, and it looks more natural. And then I've still been loving this essence. I'm really hard on my makeup apparently, because a lot of my products, the tops will just break off. That's terrible, but this is the Essence, the highlighter. I actually dropped this one, and that's why it's broken. But I'm like, dang, I'm like so hard on my makeup products apparently. Just go in with this and the little high points of my face. I feel like this is just super natural, and it just gives a nice like glow to the skin, but it's not like too much in my opinion. And then I have also been forcing myself to use this NYX Taman Frame. This is a drier formula than the Anastasia Dip Brow, but the Anastasia Dip Brow is pretty dark for me, but as you can tell, it is very, very well loved, obviously, but I'm just trying to get myself to use the NYX one a little bit more so I can like form my thoughts on it. It is drier, so I feel like it is a little bit more work, and it takes me a little bit longer to do my brows, but it's not a bad formula. It just takes a little bit more time. And I don't know if I would say they're dupes. I mean, they're very similar, obviously, but the NYX one is just a lot drier. And I feel like usually with the Anastasia one, I can do like one swipe and they're done. With the NYX one, I've got to dip like 20 times. I feel like it's not terrible. Like, I don't hate it. It's just, again, a little bit more work than the Anastasia one. Okay, and then I have refills of this, I think. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I really love this one. I have like a little travel size of this too. Like, it just really holds your brows in place without being like super sticky, which is great. And then if I want a little bit of color in the crease, I have some Natasha Denona palettes, or I have this Saint palette. This is what I've been using recently. So Saint Makeup is a network marketing company where it's like cream makeup. I don't reach for this as often because this is pretty full coverage, but it is nice for travel that you only have to have this. But their eyeshadows are really, really nice. So I have this little like blending brush, and so usually I'll just go into like a light color like this one or this one, and I will just like blend it in the crease just to add a little bit of color. And if I did want to go in with the shimmer, I could, but usually on like an everyday, I'm just like either don't have a ton of time or just need to look more put together, so then I'll just like go in the crease to add a little bit of dimension. That's all I usually do for like every day. And then I always go in with this Ulta Beauty gel eyeliner. This is the one in Buff Fave. This is just the cream color you put in your underwater line, and it just makes your eyes look more awake. perfect. And I don't try to like, I don't really go in there just because I don't want it to look white. But I just want it to make my eyes look a little bit more awake. So I do that. And then I talked about this a lot too. This is the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner. Love this stuff. So I'm going to go in with, oh my gosh, I am clumsy today. But I'm going to go in with this on my top waterline. One complaint I do have about this NYX Epic Ink liner, I don't know if you can see that, but no matter how many times I've had this, it always does this with the packaging. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can get a better angle. Can you see that? Like, it just like feathers weird. Like even when I opened this one, I was like super careful with how I closed it, but it does this every single time. Like, I've had this same eyeliner, well, okay, I've had like 4 or 5 of them, and every time it's done that, and I don't know how to prevent it. So I'm curious to know, like, if you've had it, do you have the same experience as that? Just because I'm like, I feel like you could still get a lot of use out of it because it's still pretty wet, but I'm like, what the heck? And then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and cottage cheese in my inner corner. Just to, again, it just like brightens your eyes, makes you look a little bit more awake. And then I'm gonna go in with the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. Absolutely love this stuff. I've gotten a few other mascaras and I have a few others that are open, but I hardly reach for them because I actually might put them in like my empties and just declutter them because I just don't like them for one reason or another, or I'm like, you've tried this so many times and you want to love it, but it's so hard to take off. Like this one, so hard to get off. Like, I don't want to have to do the extra work when I'm taking off my makeup at night. So I'm like, I will just reach for the one that I know that I like, and it doesn't do that. And it's not hard to take off. I swear sometimes when I get ready, I'm the clumsiest person ever. You see that? I usually just go in with like a tissue and I wipe it out. And then I go in with my sponge and just kind of fix that. Okay, perfect. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty much what I do for like an everyday makeup routine. And then I just go in and brush my hair, I leave it down. I don't usually style my hair. I'm trying to get better about using heat on it. And I've been pretty good about that. So usually I just leave it down, or I'll put it in a claw clip or something, just to keep it from getting like more damage. But yeah, if you watched to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I just wanted to share my everyday makeup routine because I feel like for somebody who works from home, one of the things that I definitely noticed, especially during 2020, and maybe you have too, is that getting ready makes me feel better, makes me feel more confident, and that includes makeup. Like, I love just getting ready for me and being able to feel my best. So thanks for joining me. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys subscribe, click the bell, join our little family here on YouTube. Yeah, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.